Welcome everybody to this week's podcast, The Ride Home. We have another great episode for you guys here on Mikey's Adventures YouTube channel. I'm waiting for Jason. That's why I keep looking over here to see if he texted yet. He's gonna join us like in the next few minutes, and we're gonna talk about a few stuff today, like PeaceMaker. The season finale was today. The last episode of this season, it did get picked up for season 2. We're gonna talk about the Rams. Ugh. Yep. The Rams. Anyway, congratulations to the Rams. They won the Super Bowl. Next year, though. Next year is our year. Next year, the 49ers will take it all the way. Yeah. So we'll see what else we talk about. There will be some wrestling talk. Cody Rhodes left AEW for maybe WWE. I haven't got no confirmation that he signed yet, but we'll see. Brandy Rhodes, I think, is not joining them, so we'll see how that goes. And let me see if he's ready. He will not be joining us live today. As you can see already, I'm here flying solo. But yeah, I'll start it off with a PeaceMaker real quick. That episode was bonkers. That episode was freaking great. John Cena has jumped a big leap from being Fred's father. Remember it? I don't know if you guys remember that back then in Nickelodeon. He did a stint as Fred's father. And if you don't know who's Fred, I think it's this YouTube guy who got his own show on Nickelodeon. And it was Fred, and he had a weird voice. And John Cena was his dad for some reason, but he was still in WWE, so that's why he was his dad on that show. But coming from there to the Marine, to the other movies he have done, to doing cameos on other movies, like with Amy Schumer, I think that's the one that jump-started him. And now getting his own show on HBO Max, PeaceMaker. And what a show that was. And we'll get more into it right now because I think Jason's here. Let me go see if we could get him the first try. It never works. It always takes so long to get him on. It never works. And as you can see, I'm having problems already. And already having problems. Unbelievable. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm on my phone and I'm walking to my car. I should say I'm hobbling to my car.
What happened to your car now?
No, I'm hobbling to my car because I broke my toes.
What?
Yeah, I broke like 2 toes. And then I was like, they'll be fine. And then I've been limping the last day, and now I think I broke my big toe.
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
What?
So much happened in my life yesterday. It's kind of all of a whirlwind.
Are you trying to compete with Anthony Davis here or something?
I don't know. Who's that?
Oh my God. The Laker guy, Anthony Davis, who always gets fucking hurt, who got hurt yesterday and twisted an ankle. Yeah, it sucks that he twisted an ankle, but he got hurt again. Freaking
Wow.
Mr. Glass, as we all call him.
Well, that's funny. It's a funny nickname. I'm getting in the car, so you're going to hear all the things of turning on cars.
Did you see PeaceMaker?
Yes, I did.
So are you fucking economist of this shit? Breaking your fucking
Ankle?
yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's exactly what fucking happened. Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you just sound weird.
Well, I always sound weird when it goes through the Bluetooth, though.
Oh, in the car.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now.
So how the hell did you break your toes?
I don't know. Just sitting, probably.
Huh?
Just sitting.
What?
I don't know what causes toes to break. I didn't like kick a wall and be like, oh, that broke. I just got up and my toes were so sore, and I was like, the fuck happened to my feet? And I took off my socks, and I was like, why are those two toes black? And then I made a joke, and then it spurred some things, so I'll keep it as light as I can here, just because it's fun. So it brought up the idea. People were like, at work, they're like, why'd you come in? You got broken toes. And I was like, well, what would I do at home? And they're like, well, you just relax, you put your feet up or something, and, watch TV. And I was like, but I could technically do that here, and either place my toes are still going to be broken.
Huh.
Right? I mean, my toes are going to be broken no matter what I am. So if I got responsibilities and I can do them, fine. I mean, I'm not going to go out on a fucking Target run, you know what I mean? Like,
are you gonna do your daily jog?
My daily what?
Jog.
Jogs? No, I'm not gonna do a jog right now. I can't even walk down the street to get a coffee. That's how rough I'm at right now.
You don't need a coffee though.
I don't need coffee. That's true. I've been addicted. Anyway, everybody was like, why'd you come into work with a broken toe? And I explained to him, and then I was like thinking about it, and I was thinking about, because as a kid we were never really allowed, or I actually was never allowed to like stay home sick or have an ailment. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I'm sure I have many times, but people always find it funny though. When I was young, I was forced to join Little League.
Yeah.
And while I was playing Little League, the pitcher from the other team threw like a fastball by accident, and it hit me in the face, and it destroyed my sinus bone. Like, it actually, like, straight up, like it dusted my sinus bone in parts of it. Like, there were parts of my bone in my face that were destroyed. And, and most people go to the hospital, right? You think that kid's got half of his face swelled up over, he can't see out of one eye. He's definitely going to go to the doctor. His parents are going to take him home. No, I had to finish the game.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you got to just walk it off. Now,
Yeah, walk it off, finish the game. That's what you're supposed to do.
Broken. Who the fuck cares about my toes, man?
Yeah. I mean, you pitched to me and I swung before.
Yeah. Well, the ball you hit me in the balls with was not even as bad as the one in my face. That should tell you something.
Oh.
That should really tell you something.
But you were walking around.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was a lot of pain, man. You hit me in the balls with a baseball. With a one-arm fucking swing. It has the same fucking properties of seeing the goat at the back of the ride on Big Thunder Mountain. As you hit the bat with one hand, you created more force, and it felt like it got even harder.
Wow.
Yeah, some physics in there for you. Sorry, so we buried the lead on PeaceMaker. Good news is, I mean, it's not great, but everybody's already spoiled it, so I feel like it's okay to talk about.
Yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Which...
Well, like, if the news has a headline about the TV show, like, can it be spoiled at that point? Like, the news talked about it.
Oh, they did?
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, it was on CNN that this cameo happened.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, if it's in the news, then is it considered being a spoiler? I say no.
I mean, since, for me, because you know how I like those 80s musics, right?
Yeah.
For me, since freaking that Endgame scene where they're like, Avengers, assemble. This was like one of the best, like, even though it was only 3 of them, with that song playing, when they were gonna go, let's go kill these fuckers. Let's go kill this cow, they said. And then they just start walking toward everybody.
Yeah.
One of the best scenes I have seen that I was like, oh shit. Like, it hyped me up.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot to do that. Avengers Endgame did it. But this one was way better with that song.
Yeah.
Which is the opening song.
They did a great job. The whole show was a winner from start to finish. When people ask, like, oh, is it kind of like The Boys, but funny? The answer to that is no. It's its own fucking thing, and you just need to be prepared to watch something new that you're probably going to like.
Yeah, and John Cena was fucking great. Who thought he could act?
Yeah, John Cena said himself. I mean, listen, John Cena's been funny in things.
Yeah.
But this brought together a lot of different things for John Cena. Like, the acting in the end there, like when he's, has to confront, like, these butterflies are literally doing what he has vowed to do his whole life. And he really, plays that in the show, and it comes across, and that's really good, and that's hard for actors to do.
But that butterfly is gonna die because it doesn't have no more. That was
he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough goo for it.
Yeah. That was the last of it.
Can he find more? Blah.
Season 2, it got confirmed.
Yeah.
Season 2 got confirmed.
I'd like to see it be its own series of things. Like, I'd like to see the same people, but I'd like to see the progression of their lives instead of the same thing. But I feel we're going to have a movie in there somewhere that'll kind of sway things. I loved the cameos. And I'm not talking about the people from 90 Day Fiancé who will wish you a happy birthday on the website cameo for $10.
Oh my god.
Or the wrestlers who will do it for $450. Are you fucking kidding me?
You're talking about
Fucking Christ.
Momoa and Barry Allen.
Yeah, but they were joined by Wonder Woman and Superman.
But not the real Gal Gadot.
The
And
actors didn't appear, but Superman and Wonder Woman appeared.
and there's people complaining about that. I'll let you know about that in a second.
I don't even want to begin to hear it. These fucking dickhead sons of bitch cuckolds.
They're mad.
They finally get a good thing, and then they're all mad about some horseshit that nobody gives a fuck
They're
about.
mad because Batman wasn't there, and I think the other one, Cyborg.
Oh, everybody's got a hard on for that cyborg actor.
And they were mad that were they not there? Because you don't need all of them. That was perfect.
Right, it's just some butterflies.
Yeah, you don't need it wasn't.
Only one of them who had technical superpowers, but really didn't even.
Yeah.
That's all they really needed.
It wasn't Darkseid coming to kill freaking Earth. It was just butterflies.
Just butterflies. It's gonna happen. I mean, I thought it was funny that they did show up regardless of her call. Like, they showed up just in time for if shit went wrong, they could save it, which I thought was very funny. You know what I mean? Like, they were late, as in they were late to, handling the whole thing.
Yeah.
But they were right on time if PeaceMaker pulled the fucking switch and they were transferring that cow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they were right there on time for that, and I think they did that well, and I thought that was cool.
But the lead.
I don't care about all the people. I thought it was just cool that it's confirmed that Aquaman fucks fish. That's canon now.
That's canon.
That's canon. I mean, using your guys' words, that's fucking canon.
The least the freaking Flash could have done was fucking take Hardcore to the fucking medical facility before she even died.
He would have broken her neck if he ran too fast.
Then Superman fly her over there.
Nobody needs to do it. Peacemaker has it under control. They don't care about these people. Remember, this is a villain of theirs. It's not like they're friends. Like, the Justice League is anti-villains.
What I do like though, going back to Peacemaker real quick, not the cameos. That in season 2.
We didn't stop talking about pacemakers, so how can you go back to?
No, because the cameos are a different thing. I'm going backwards on the show. On the show, real quick. Peacemaker season 2 is still gonna have his dad. T-1000 is coming back as a ghost, but he's gonna be there. And as much as a fucked up character that was, he was funny.
Oh, sure, he was great. I mean, talk about a way to show. I don't know that thing. I mean, listen, you see the White Dragon, and you know he's a bad racist guy.
Yeah.
Right? Did the racist guy call anybody the N-word? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they didn't go to that extreme.
There was a lot of insensitive comments, like a lot of insensitive things that they would say, but he never did, like...
They didn't go hardcore with it, yeah.
He didn't have to go to the Tarantino round.
Yeah, they didn't go hardcore,
you know what I mean?
which was perfect.
With Nazis, like he was able to just say, like, this guy's a racist piece of shit, but his racism is limited to he says awful things.
Yeah, which was perfect. That's what you needed.
Yeah, they did it really well.
They did it really good, and then they killed them, which was perfect. They killed everybody because they were pieces of shit.
Right.
And then, but now he's gonna become as a ghost, and he's gonna fuck with his fucking head.
Well, that's
Peacemaker.
okay. I mean, can't just have a villain become a good guy because he did one good thing.
No, exactly. Now, my other thing is, he has that, from the Suicide Squad shit, he has that chip in his fucking head. So, they could blow him up anytime, still.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe they did that, but since then we're going to get a season 2, they changed the script.
We'll see what happens. I mean, they blew up the car. I love the vigilante part where he, like, once everything was over, he just came around from around the corner. And he was like, ooh, I
Hey.
killed a bunch of people.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? And then they're just like, oh, let's go.
And then at the hospital, he was like,
he did such a good job fucking killing people, too. Like, his kills were so brutal.
yes.
They were awesome. That was a good job.
And James Gunn's girlfriend, Hardcore, was fucking great in that fucking fight scene. And
Yeah, maybe all the fucking dweeb simps that had a problem with it can just admit that she was a good actress and it was fine. Like,
yeah,
I fucking hate people so much, man.
And-
I hate them so much.
and Peacemaker is a better. He uses the shield way better than Captain America. Boom!
No,
I said
he
it.
fucking did that shit awesome. When he shot the shield into that dude's face.
Exactly. That scene was.
Everything was awesome. Everybody did good. I appreciated the sentiment of, like, the group mentality thing that they have. Like, you know, the hardcore asked John Cena, like, why didn't you do it? Like, it's what you do. And he's just like, I had to protect my team.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, because that was the whole thing they fucking did the whole time. It's
Yeah,
like,
the whole time was
you know,
about.
the goddamn team, even though shit's fucked up, and then Adebayo fucked him up, and then anyway, but it's so good, man. They did great.
Adebayo was fucking good with the fucking guns too.
Oh, everybody does. Yeah, Adebayo's awesome with the fucking guns.
I was like, oh shit.
Everybody was really good, and I think they did something special, and I think James Gunn is gonna keep doing it for them. And I can't wait till there's Justice League with Black Adam in it and James Gunn is directing it.
Now, in season 2, do they do a whole new opening, or do they keep the same one and just add the new people, whoever comes in?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Because that opening, I don't want to lose that opening. If they do it with other people
Always
around,
gonna be there for you.
that was the fucking best opening I've seen ever, like ever. And I like a lot of
What if they
openings.
can do it better? What if they
That's what
can
she
do
said.
it better? I think they can do better. I mean, I think it's great
Right?
Remember how many times you went to go see stupid Guardians of the Galaxy because the little guy doing his little dance in the beginning?
Yeah.
We were just like, that's the best thing in the world for this movie. And I'm like, okay, you saw it like 18 times.
Yeah.
Anyway, James Gunn is powerful. He's a very smart guy. James Gunn once premiered a film at my film school. And I got to ask him questions about it. I don't remember what I asked or what he said, but it was him, his brother, and Michael Rooker. And the movie was called Slither.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, it's like weird pink things. I think Elizabeth Banks might have been in it too.
She might have been.
Some famous actress in it. Anyway, go see Slither. It's really good, and it premiered at the Los Angeles Film School while I was going to school there.
Now, was that black-haired James Gunn or gray-haired James Gunn?
The what?
Was it the dark hair James Gunn, or the gray head James Gunn?
Oh, he was always dark hair James Gunn until the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. Now he looks old.
I feel like the pandemic did a lot for people to just decide they gave up on life, which is pretty cool. I mean, I support it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people like go early on to like, I'm gonna learn how to make sourdough bread, and that's, you know, you might as well just jump off a cliff there. But then you're like, I don't care if I get bald or I go gray or I grow up grizzly man beard.
And all right, one last thing about PeaceMaker, and that's it. One last thing, but we're getting out of this topic right now. PeaceMaker, that was a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
He made his brother fight. His brother and brother fight each other. One of them was Keith, right? The other one was Chris. You had a fucked up thing. I ain't gonna talk about it. But your brother's name is Keith. And what happened this week?
He contacted me.
You want to talk about it right now?
Sure. After as many people who may or may not have listened to my mental breakdown episode of the podcast, I grew up in a bad home.
Okay, but we don't gotta repeat all that. Let's just.
Well, we're just stating I grew up in a home of child abuse.
Okay.
And to get away from child abuse, I burned every bridge to my former life before moving to California as much as I could. And one of those bridges was to my brother, and the last time I spoke to my brother was when he called me to inform me that my mother had passed away. And that was the last time we spoke. That was about 5 years ago. But even before that, I would say we went 3 to 4 years without talking. Building up a good thing. The other day, out of nowhere, he contacted me on LinkedIn, and he was like, hey, it's been a while. I think we should talk, and call me. And so I called him late last night, and we talked for about an hour and a half. And it was very interesting. It was very helpful to me and damning, but helpful overall to know that I wasn't misremembering this shit, that it all really happened. And then there were even more things. A couple of my favorite things that came out, though. Coming out, speaking of, my brother came out. I'm not sharing anything outside of that. He's a proud guy, and he wants to have sex with men or women or whatever their fucking tallywhackers got. He doesn't mind. Which is awesome. Good for him. He's doing well. He, through our life, struggled with weight just like I did. And at the beginning of the pandemic, he decided to do something about it, and he lost over 200 and some odd pounds. I'll send you the photo. Pretty impressive, right?
It is pretty impressive.
It's like a whole different person.
Now for the
I don't even know the person who he is now. Like with the face he has now, like, that's such a foreign person. Like wow, I don't even know. You know.
so he was big like me. You could tell. And I'm talking to people on YouTube right now.
Okay.
And he lost almost what, like 300?
He was 410, and now he's 190.
190.
So that 210 he lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It is. And I'm not discounting or anything, but just so people know, because it does sound weird.
Yeah, but with your permission, real quick, hold on. With your permission, real quick, could I put those pictures on the YouTube?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Okay. Sorry, YouTube. You don't get those pictures.
So I don't really want the face out there. I mean...
Well, I'll cover the face.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll see. I don't think so. But anyway, it was impressive.
Yeah.
And so, but I was just trying to say, like, if you weigh over 400 pounds, when you do lose weight, you lose it incredibly fast. It's like a part of your body's chemistry at that point. It's really weird. But anyway, he did amazing. He lost a ton of weight, and he did so good.
It's not that easy.
And
I have a treadmill and I still can't do it.
yeah, he's hiking, he says, is his thing. But there were a lot of things that made me happy. I'm going to share 2 stories. I think they're okay. So, as you know, am not okay with holidays, right? I don't like holidays. I fucking hate them. And it has a lot to do with my childhood. And every holiday was, like, overly celebrated in our household. There were a ton of tchotchkes and more shit like that, right? While I was talking to my brother, I mentioned that because of our combined trauma, I stopped celebrating Christmas, essentially, and have gone to Hanukkah. And he was like, that's awesome. He's like celebrating all holidays all together. And I said, oh, and he goes, you'll be happy to know that every single one of the tchotchkes from our childhood decorations from things are gone. He destroyed them all. And they're all gone. So their evil can't inhabit the world any longer. Isn't that amazing?
So all like the memories.
All of the things that were with that led to those memories, they're all gone.
Wow.
Basically, I found out that my entire childhood and his is gone.
Huh.
Which is awesome. Which sounds not right, but it's awesome. So, when we grew up, we lived in a very haunted house in the town of Bethel, Connecticut. You may know this town as the town from where Annabelle, the weird doll from all those movies, are from. I didn't live in a house with Annabelle. I lived in a home where there was a light on a cord over my bed, and I would wake up like constantly every week to that light circling my bed 360 degrees over and over in different rates of speed, and then it would turn on and off. Anyway, throughout the whole history of that house, it was crazy haunted. It was eventually given to my uncle, who was trying to renovate it, and he brought in a oil company to fill in. On the East Coast, you have like a big tank full of crude oil that like heats your home for the winter, and it's not natural gas, legitimately oil that they bring in. Well, he had that brought in, but the little safety thing that said when the tank was full never went on. And the entire basement was filled with over 1,000 gallons of oil.
Yeah?
The oil technician saw that, freaked out, went upstairs, but as he went upstairs, his hand grazed the light switch, which caused a spark downstairs, and the house ignited and burned to the ground.
Wow.
Awesome. Nobody in the house died. I don't want that to be a thing that people think I'm happy that somebody died like that. But like, this point of torture was gone forever. loves him so much that she's smothering him, and she's afraid that he'll see the outside, so she fakes a kidnapping and then pretends that their life is constantly in danger so he can't break the spell with her. Essentially, that's what happened to him and I our entire lives. And he had gone on to ask people, like, something that I never could. And he said to people, he's like, listen, I know it wasn't your thing, but why didn't you ever say something or do something to save us? And that simple thing is so important, but I also understand nobody could have ever done anything. But I don't know where I was going, but everything was really good and positive, and I'm not going down deeper holes. I'm obviously still dealing with some stuff, but it's much better, and I love everything about it. It was really nice to talk to him. It's been such a long time. You know what he asked me first, Michael?
What?
He asked, are you still friends with that guy that I met out there? And I said, yeah. And he was just like, the one with the kid, right? And I said, yep. He was like, that was your family. He was like, that family was more your family than we
Wow.
are.
It's true.
And I said, you're right. That's 100% accurate.
And I can hear Jason say, except for that kid, though.
Except for that what?
Except for that kid.
I tried the best with him, but it's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? You lost him. I tried real hard, and it wasn't easy, but we lost him along the way, man.
We lost him here on YouTube, Mikey's Adventures.
Speaking of things we've lost along the way, I lost my pick for the Super Bowl. I picked that the Bengals were going to win, and they did not.
I picked that the Rams were going to win. No.
They did.
Did I? I forgot. I said that the Rams were going to win. I wanted LA to win. But the Bengals were going to win, so I think I lost. But, God damn it, I hate the Rams. I hate the Rams. I couldn't go for them. I could not go for them. I tried going for them because they're from LA. They beat the Niners. I could not freaking go for them. Couldn't. And, did you see what happened in the parade?
I saw what happened on the stage.
Yes.
Stafford was somewhere and he let a lady fall and he just shrieked it back.
What a...
I mean, listen, here's my thing. What the fuck did you want Matt Stafford to do? Number one, he's been drinking, right? Like, if you look at the party bus things, he's been drinking a lot.
But at least he could have been like, oh, are you okay?
He made a face.
No, he said, oh my God. He said, oh my God, and turned around.
Yeah, because
it was like, yeah, he could have went over there real quick and be like, hey, you okay? Cool, thumbs up. And then take off. At least he did.
I know what you would have done.
I would have laughed.
Yeah, you would have laughed right in her face. It wouldn't have helped her up. So I don't know where you're
but he did a Larry David. I could see Larry David pulling something like that and being like, eh? And everybody was like, you fucking Larry David, why didn't you help her? I had a beer. Why would I help her?
Yeah, why would you help her?
When I saw that she fell, I just hear that fucking song from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. I love it.
But I guess he felt bad, or I don't know what's going on, that he's going to pay for all the medical bills. At least he's doing that. So good job, Matthew Stafford.
He got skewered in the press, so that's why.
Yeah, that's why. But still, good job, Matthew Stafford. He could have done nothing. It's not his fault.
He should have done nothing. That's why.
Yeah, it's not his fault. It's an accident. But that was funny. But besides that, did you see all the fans?
What do you mean all the fans?
Yeah.
Oh, all that were out there?
Yeah, it wasn't nobody really out there.
Well,
Because of the fucking Rams. If it was the Niners, it would have been a huge fucking parade in San Francisco with thousands of people there. I ain't gonna go there. I'm already mad. I'm already mad.
That's because San Francisco's got nothing else and LA people are fucking busy.
No, bullshit. Because when the Dodgers win, everybody comes out.
There was no parade for the
Not this time. When the Lakers win, everybody's freaking out.
Not this last one.
Well, of course not this last one because of COVID. I'm talking about past ones, especially when Kobe won them. Everybody was out. You know why no one cares about the Rams? Because they freaking moved to St. Louis first. And they want to come back and kiss ass to LA. Only the hardcore. I'm hating on Rams fans. Rams are fine. It's just I'm a Niner fan, you know.
You gotta hate every once in a while.
You do gotta hate.
Yeah.
But they won. Congratulations to the Rams in their little parade in LA.
What was your favorite moments of the Super Bowl? Commercials, halftime shows, plays, things. I'll tell you mine. My favorite time was when OBJ got hurt.
Because you're Giants?
That was my favorite moment of the Super Bowl was when OBJ got hurt. Because you know what? You don't play for the Giants, then you don't play, motherfucker.
The game was fine. It was exciting, but my favorite part was the freaking halftime show. It took me back to high school.
Like more.
Huh?
I wish it was more. And you know what I'd like to see from them? I want to see them all go on like a tour together and just tour around America with that show. Because I'd go to the fuck out of that. Like, if there was just a concert that featured all of those guys, I would go to that concert. If every one of those people, like, not 50 Cent or Anderson Paak, but if Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg went on tour together, and they each did like 25 minutes on stage, I'd be like, that's an awesome show, you know what I mean? They come out, do their hits, maybe a last like little thing all together, and it's over. They make so much money.
You know what? Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and I'll stick in Ice Cube just personal reasons, because I like Ice Cube more. There's a little fair coming, an Orange County fair. Freaking Weird Al Yankovic did it. You're not too proud to do it either. Go over there. We'll buy tickets.
I'll buy tickets to the bigger place. It doesn't need to be the OC thing.
Come on.
I mean, any place where you get a ticket to the concert.
LA County Fair's coming in freaking August. Go for it.
Oh, is it finally coming back?
I think they are.
That's good.
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about it. But
It's been gone for the last 3 years.
yeah, it has. I thought the OC Fair was on last year though.
The OC Fair was on last year, but you had to make a reservation to go.
Oh well, that's everywhere now.
And then you still had to wear masks and stuff outside, so nobody went. It was like, you can go, but you can't eat anything. But what it did lead to was something awesome, was down by Santa Anita Park at the racetrack in LA.
Yeah.
They did like a fake LA fair with all the normal food vendors and stuff that would be at the fair, and a couple of rides and stuff like that. And they just put it on for free in the parking lot of the racetrack because the racetrack's got nothing else going on.
That's true.
So they were like, yeah, we can do a fair here for 2 weeks. That racetrack's got a lot of shit coming to it. I mean, for Christmas, I went to a drive-through Christmas light show. And it was stupid, but it was funny.
They do a lot of things there. Every time I pass through that damn 210, I see something new happening.
Yeah, they always got something going on in Santa Anita. If they're not killing horses, they're killing fun.
Do you have any favorite commercials from the Super Bowl?
I think one might expect me to say the Larry David commercial.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the commercial that has made the biggest change in my life since the Super Bowl. Do you know what it is?
No.
Coinbase.
Why Coinbase?
Well, I went on Coinbase to get my free $15 of Bitcoin from the commercial that had the DVD logo that was going in the corner.
Yeah.
And I signed up with a whole new account. And while I was there, I realized I could do a
no.
Well, so here's the deal. Coinbase gave me $35 worth of coins that I could technically cash out today for $25. I'm already $25 ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I wanted to buy like more crypto, they would charge me a fee for that. They would be like, oh, well, if you want $20 of this, it's going to cost you $9, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you get a part of your paycheck direct deposited in Coinbase, they will pay that fee for you. So, like, if I buy, so right now I got it set up where every paycheck, it's going to put in $50, but it's going to put $50 into Bitcoin. And it's just going to automatically buy it at whatever the price is that day. And maybe it goes down, maybe it goes up, whatever. I'll explain that in a second. But by doing that $50, I never have to pay the $7 it costs to buy the crypto. Which is genius. I'm going to save so much in crypto buying by just doing this slow roll of small amounts of money to make sure I don't get fucked.
So you're gonna stick with Coinbase. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, Coinbase, it's just the place to capture everything, and they have a card that you use with your iPhone that, like, you know, they just do everything for you there. It's very easy. I'm sure Crypto.com and FTX and Buyrate and all the other places in the world do the same thing. I find Coinbase the most user-friendly for myself as a person who's not out there with, you know, fancy crypto keys and all that horse shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, what I discovered is that, let's say you put $100 in your savings account at your bank. Let's say your savings account has a 2% interest rate on that. You're going to potentially make $2 tops. I already know. You can make like 20 cents or something, right?
Yeah.
But if I put the same amount of money that I put into my savings account, like if I put in $100 in my savings account and it only increased 20 cents, I'd be like, okay, it's a win in the right column, right? If I put $100 into Bitcoin, the daily rate of change could be 10%. So by the end of the month, I might have 9% more money than I had. I might have 10% less. I might have 20% more. Fuck, I might have 1,000% more at any time. So what I'm saying is, like, there's never a time where I'm going to get to a place where, like, I'm going to let too much of the money I've invested go away. You know what I mean? Like, if I invest $200 and everything is going to be valued at 175 and the market's crashing and it's going to go down way worse and not come back up, I would sell, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think that at this point, it's pretty close to a fluctuating scale of 10 to 20% a month. That's a huge turnaround. Even if I just pulled that money out every month with that little credit card, that's a huge amount of money return that I wouldn't get anywhere else.
I gotta get into this crypto thing.
Anyway, yeah, you can now direct deposit portions of your paycheck. Like, you know how you do it to like 4 different accounts?
Yeah.
You can do like a fifth account that just goes to crypto. And you can choose which one you buy. You can choose Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, whatever you want. Right now, I only invest in Bitcoin for my pay. But like if I was going to buy coins, I'd buy Ethereum as well, just because both of them are pretty stable. Like Ethereum is what everything is based on, and Bitcoin is the most popular one.
We're all gonna be paying in crypto in the future.
I hope so, man. Awesome. I mean, it's weird that today I have a different amount of money than I did yesterday, but it's not such a drastic amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so far I've really made $12, but over the last
But if you do gamble, gamble responsibly.
If you do gamble, gamble with Bitcoin. It is like odd, and it's like buying portions of stock and things like that as well. You know, it's got its own thing. Anyway.
I still have Bitcoin. I have Doge, whatever it was.
Dogecoin, yeah.
That's still, I still haven't touched it, and it had gone so down. I think I lost $100 on that thing.
You lost 50 cents per Dogecoin you had.
Wow.
So I think, how much did you initially buy into?
I think I bought it at $150.
All right. So it's 150. Now is it like 75 cents? So yeah, it's worth like 50, 60 bucks right now.
Shit.
60, 70 bucks. Well, you know, here's the thing that happens to Bitcoin and Ethereum already. If you look at like what their totals were at one point, like Bitcoin right now, I think it's like $36,000 per Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But at one point, it was $75,000, and people were like, "Well, that's just crazy." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the people who cashed out when they had 75, you know, are doing very well. But the people who had 75 and are now down to the normal 35, sometimes you gamble and lose. I will tell you, on Coinbase, you can exchange your Dogecoin for other coins. And if you're going to join Coinbase, reach out to me, because then we both get extra money.
I'll let you know this weekekend.
Yeah, we both get extra money.
On Saturday's video, we'll see if I join.
Okay, yeah, when we're doing the live video for the WWE. While I'm talking about this, I think we got to stop for a second so I can pause our recording so we don't go over. I'll send you the email invite in a second.
And we are paused only on the podcast, not here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to try some of that Coinbase probably. I tried the, like I said, I tried the Dogecoin, whatever you call it. I don't even know how to get back into it. I lost all my passwords already. So yeah, it's weird. But Jason's back. All right.
Okay, we picked back up where we left off. Anyway, WWE this Saturday, live from problematic country of Saudi Arabia.
So what, are we gonna do a live one?
I don't think it's live. I don't think I'm getting to your house at fucking 9, man.
It's
like,
freaking.
I'm certainly not in a rush to see Brock Lesnar win. You know what I mean?
Well, he's not gonna win. There's a lot of twists and turns. That's what I was reading.
Cody Rhodes is gonna come out. He's gonna punch him on the eye.
Cody Rhodes is not gonna take a flight to freaking Saudi Arabia this late unless they give him
They want you to think.
$2 million. Unless they give him $2 million, he'll do it.
Do you think that's a problem? Do you know how much money WWE got paid for this event? From the government of Saudi Arabia? Not even what the door...
Wasn't it like something like around 30 million?
50 million.
50.
Do you know that $50 million is double ever the amount of money that they brought in with a WrestleMania, including the pay-per-view buys?
Yeah.
How could they not afford to give Cody Rhodes $2 million to fly in there for a minute?
Because the people in Saudi Arabia, I don't know.
It's not about that.
I don't.
Say if there's ever a time to shock the world with some shit, number one, Stone Cold shows up, and number two, Cody Rhodes shows up.
But that's my thing. If Stone Cold shows up, people know Stone Cold. I don't think those people in Saudi Arabia know Cody. But here in America, we do. So we will be shocked.
Right. Well,
But
it's not, they don't need to shock the people over there. They need to keep the entertainment going.
exactly.
And, you know, the government over there didn't ask for them to have 2 women's matches. WWE is just trying to do their best so people don't cry as loud.
People over here don't cry about it.
Yeah, no, people in Saudi Arabia think this is the greatest shit ever.
Yeah, I understand that. It's different cultures, different.
Right, it's a different culture, and it's understandable that their culture is awful to us.
Yeah.
But it is theirs, and they're not asking you to adopt.
Yeah, we're
Now,
going.
when you go over there,
They're going over there, so they're supposed
when you
to.
go over there and you mix the worlds, then that's when you get your hands bloody. But it's not something we really need to have a say in, unless you're somebody who greatly cares about everybody other than yourself.
Yeah.
Which is not me. Anyway, what are your predictions for greatest Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber in a Muslim country ever?
Well, Becky. Well, I'll start with the girls because I think I don't want to mess them up. Becky Lynch will win. Will beat Lita.
I don't know any parts of it other than Brock Lesnar's in the thing and Goldberg's in the thing.
I don't know that much either. There's some matches I might not know, but I think Becky Lynch will beat Lita because Lita and Becky Lynch are fighting for the title. Will we have a surprise there? I don't know.
I think that we'll see Lita win for a rematch at WrestleMania because Charlotte's already got stuff to do.
Yeah, but I'll get to WrestleMania in a minute. Better. All right, that's your prediction. Women's.
That was my prediction on that one. I don't know.
Yeah, the Elimination Chamber. I don't know all the participants yet, but I know Alexa Bliss just made it in.
Yeah, she's gonna win.
And I don't know who else is in there.
Naomi.
The Doudrop? Is Doudrop in there?
I don't know.
Bianca Belair?
Bianca Belair's in there. And I think Ronda Rousey has to fight with one arm tied behind her back or something now.
But that's a tag team match, right?
I don't know. I read some horse shit about it today. I don't know what the fuck it was. Maybe it was for SmackDown or something.
No, it's a tag team match with her and Naomi versus
Charlotte and somebody.
Charlotte and Sonya Deville.
Ah.
But I don't know if that's happening at SmackDown the following week.
I think that's SmackDown because she's definitely fighting. Or no, is Ronda Rousey in the Elimination Chamber?
No, because she's already won the. She won the Royal Rumble. She don't need to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, but I thought she was gonna try to win the belt or something. I don't know.
No, there's no belt. There's no belt for the women.
Gotcha.
Charlotte's not fighting in the chamber. But the people fighting in the chamber are, I guess, that's for Raw Becky Lynch title.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair people?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Bianca Belair's on Raw. Doudrop.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other ones who are in there.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, Raw.
Yeah, it's gonna be Alexa Bliss.
Carmella, I think, is in there.
Carmella's in there, but they're gonna let her be the final because she's in the show.
Yeah, they're going to promote the new web show with Corey Graves.
But it's not gonna go huge, you know what I mean? Like, they'll have her in there as like one of the last 2 or 3.
I think Bianca Belair wins it because they're going to set up the rematch.
I don't think so. I think Becky Lynch, I think that Alexa Bliss wins, and she wins the title from what's-her-face at WrestleMania, and then gets to kick the Lily team at that point.
Bianca will win. My prediction.
The men's elimination chamber.
That's Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory. The only reason he's in there is because Kevin Owens doesn't want to fly to over there. What's his name? AJ Styles, and I'm missing one more, I think. Oh, Seth Rollins. Seth frickin' Rollins. Frickin' Rollins. You have to say it so many times so that it could catch on. All right.
Just say that Pat McAfee might be actually in love with Seth freaking Rollins.
And because Seth frickin' Rollins gotta win everything. Seth frickin' Rollins is on everything. Seth frickin' Rollins is gonna go buy a car tomorrow. Fuck, it pisses me off.
Did you watch the interview with Brock Lesnar?
That was one of the best interviews I've seen in a long time. I've never seen Brock Lesnar like that.
No, he was very relaxed, chill, and not weird. It was good.
I like what he said though. He said, and as I'm pointing at this camera over here, all these new wrestlers got to stop doing freaking these floppity moves. He didn't say floppity, but he said they're trying to show off their next move. You stick to the storyline. Good guy, bad guy. That's it.
I disagree with that statement.
He said it. He goes, that's all you need. You don't need all the next big move. Get over by doing it yourself. Become a character.
Over from doing the same move 100 friggin' times in a row.
People still cheer him. People still cheer him.
But not at first. They didn't cheer him for a long, long time.
Because he was a bad guy.
Right, but
when he came out,
his character and moved
that music hits, all the fans pop, no matter what.
I'm just saying your statement of that the other people shouldn't be doing moves is stupid. He didn't have to do moves. He did not. Ricochet needs to do moves.
But there's no, he said build your character. Don't think of, he didn't say you don't have to do moves. He said don't try to be doing the next big move so that the people could cheer. Like get a cheap pop, like Mick Foley would say it. What he's saying is don't just do moves to get a cheap pop because they'll forget about you. Build your character up.
So
become the next big thing.
So you think Cesaro has only done his moves to get cheap pops?
But he has no character. The truth. He has no character.
But it's not his fault. Somebody gave him the character and only will let him play that character. Somebody tells Ricochet, you're going to go out there, you're going to do a bunch of flips, and you're going to lose.
But
they're telling him that.
Because he hasn't brought nothing to the table. Look at freaking
Cesaro has brought everything to the table, so much so that the fans ache for his fucking time on screen.
And that's the problem. The fans just want to see these moves now. It's not about that.
The character is over, but they won't allow him to be over.
It's not that they don't allow him to be over.
They don't.
He doesn't know how to talk on the camera. He sucks at talking. It's been proven. He forgets his lines. So it's like they can't really use him to talk.
So you don't give him the most lines. You know who also doesn't have the most lines? The guy who is Brock Lesnar used to come out with Paul Heyman, who said every word for him for the better part of 8 years.
Yeah, but he was a monster, and he could go in the ring.
It's not about the individual wrestler's ability to get their character over. It is about being supported by the company to get that character over, which he was at every step of his path. So his idea of that is inaccurate.
No, if you see AJ Styles, first of all, AJ Styles comes out with a freaking gimmick, and it got over because he brought it over, and he could talk. He wasn't the best talker at first, but he grew into one of the best talkers, and that's why he's up there. And he's small.
It also took him how many fucking years to get to the level where he was able to do the talk to go to the WWE?
Exactly. He took him so long. The same amount almost as Ricochet.
Right.
He was in all those indies. He was in indies just doing all these moves.
WWE said, we don't value you. And he was like, I'll show you my value. And he went out, and luckily the fans gave a shit about him. And he fucking got over because his normal character of being who he was something people enjoy.
I like Ricochet. I like Ricochet. But if you see all his old out of WWE stuff, he was just doing wrestling. He's a wrestler. And WWE is not about the wrestling no more. You know that. It's about the superstar.
Right.
So
it is. And that's what they do, and I get it. But if you're not booked, if you're not backed at WWE by a superstar, the only thing you can do to get
Look at Shinsuke got a character, but he can't talk. So who did they put next to him? Booze. And all character. And Shinsuke only does like 3 or 4 moves now. He could do way more. We all know that. But now he only does like 3 or 4 moves. Because he doesn't need to do nothing big no more. He has a character. And that character like, oh shit, here he comes. With Booze. And who do they go at? Like, Pat McAfee starts dancing on the table. And the...
You think Shinsuke Nakamura came up with the idea that Booze should
No.
play the guitar?
No, they did not. But they were smart enough to put him with him. Because now he became, like, people want to see it because of Booze. And then they want to see Shinsuke in the ring. They don't want to see Booze in the ring. Booze is the entertainment. Shinsuke is the wrestler. You need something like that. And they have done it a lot of times with Ricochet.
Pushing them. But they gave them the character and then pushed them.
Yeah, because it works.
And then pushed them. Ricochet, they gave it to him. He did it. They never pushed him.
Because he wasn't a good talker.
They never pushed him. Xavier Woods.
He can't wrestle.
Great character. They never gave him a big enough push.
But he's up there now. Xavier Woods cannot really wrestle as good. He's hurt right now, by the way.
Yeah, I get it. But people forget about who was the Queen of the Ring. People don't even know that fucking Zelina Vega is Queen of the Ring.
She's doing great right now as her character.
Nobody gives a shit about her character. They're not pushing her. She can do everything she wants with her character, and the fans can like her.
Okay.
But they're not pushing her at the end of the day.
Look
The
who.
only person anybody gives a fuck about is Alexa Bliss. Fucking... Anyway. Yes, they do a great job at creating superstars. They treat all their other...
Rhea Ripley is on TV almost every week.
Their fault.
Rhea Ripley has a character. She's on TV every week.
And they did push her, and she's been fucking destroyed to where she's now fighting with a person who's wearing a goddamn cape every week.
And that's fine, but she's on TV every week.
Fine. It's a fucking fart.
She's on TV every week. Everybody still sees her because she has a character, and she's doing it well.
The fart.
You know who you don't see every week?
I feel like I need to get food at the grocery store or something, but I don't think I can actually walk.
Because you got broken
Maybe
toes.
I can get one of those carts that, like, they drive you through, you know?
Jesus Christ.
Am I old enough for that?
Yeah, and now you can go to Disneyland and use one of those.
Never. Oh, that was the other thing I meant to tell you. So, I did mention that a part of, like, my parents trying to make it up to us kind of thing was they would take us to Disney World every couple of years. I mean, I wasn't a fan of it for obvious reasons, but it was one of the times where kind of believe it was like my mother's happiness, right?
Yeah.
So my brother, when my mother passed, we didn't have a funeral. There was nothing to celebrate. And not because of anything bad, just like, do you really need to see all the awful people who didn't do anything to help you, even though they could have? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was nothing done. So he was trying to find a way to honor her, and in all the things, he also, destroyed all our old pictures because of how awful they all were. Anyway, while he was going through, he discovered a picture of her smiling at Disney World, and he submitted it to a contest at the Smithsonian, because I guess the Smithsonian's going to do, like, a collage of photos.
Yeah.
To, like, make another image from Disney, but if you look hard, you can see the image. And apparently her picture was approved, and she's going to be in the mural.
Wow.
And that's her remembrance in life, is that she's going to be on the wall in the Smithsonian.
That's good, right?
And when I go to the Smithsonian, I'll get to say, I was mentally abused this day, and then people will laugh.
Is that the ambulance?
Yeah, it's the ambulance. I'm driving home, not sitting in front of a green screen and staring at a camera that may or may not be filming the entire party you're by.
I hope it is. I think I set it up right.
Did you even check?
I did try to check.
Alright, we'll see.
Alright. Here. Let's do this real quick because we went off topic. Because we were fighting about characters. Elimination Chamber. I got the people that are going to be in it. Ready? They're going to have a Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in a False Count Anywhere match. Drew McIntyre wins.
I bet you Madcap Moss gets help from Baron Corbin.
He will, but I think
And
Drew McIntyre wins.
It'll be tied 1-1, and then Drew McIntyre will win.
Alright, the next match. Ronda Rousey and Naomi. They are going. Wow. I think they're going to have three women's matches.
Wow, crazy.
Ronda Rousey, Naomi versus Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. I think Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville wins because they have to make Ronda Rousey look weak before she could win the title at WrestleMania.
I think that Ronda Rousey's going to win. I think she's going to get beat up on and get taken out kind of early. And I think Naomi's going to go in and beat Sonya Deville ass. And then it's going to turn again to where Ronda Rousey looks like she's getting her ass hooked, but then she's going to get Charlotte in the armbar thing. And Charlotte's going to go crazy. And then Sonya Deville's going to like pull her out of it or something.
And Sonya Deville gets pinned.
And then Sonya Deville gets pinned or armbar.
Tapped out, yeah.
That's the same exact way. And that's how it'll win. It'll be like the things are stacked against Ronda Rousey, but she still wins anyway.
Alright.
There's no reason to make her look weak.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to have Charlotte actually lose. It's like someone else's fault.
Alright. I could see that. Next match.
Naomi doesn't lose any face in her match, you know what I mean? Like, a full win for the other team doesn't make any sense. Like, Naomi needs to win to continue her feud with Sonya Deville indirectly. And, Charlotte Flair doesn't need to lose to not lose here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Next match. The Usos versus the Viking Raiders for the tag team titles.
That match is called Things I Don't Care About.
Usos will win.
Yeah, that's stupid. Viking Raider.
Becky Lynch versus Lita. I said Becky Lynch will win. You said Lita.
I think Lita's gonna win, and I think that she's gonna make it to WrestleMania. I know that a lot of the people in the Elimination Chamber, or maybe they're all raw, but I got a feeling that even though they'll fight Lita for it, and it'll be like a new birth of the Women's Championship, and I think it'll be good.
Roman Reigns versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship.
I bet you Roman Reigns gonna win.
Roman Reigns. That's what I picked. I don't even want to mention it. Roman Reigns is just, I don't know.
Somebody posted a photo of an image when Cody was in AEW and he had a golden shovel, and they were like, "This is Cody right now on his way to go bury Roman Reigns and Goldberg."
Elimination Chamber participants, women: Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, who I said will win, Doudrop, Nikki Ash, and Alexa Bliss.
I think Alexa Bliss wins no matter what.
Bianca Belair. I got Bianca Belair. And then the men's: Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, Riddle, AJ Styles.
And the winner is champion.
Now, I'm picking Bobby Lashley. But they might do a title for title match. But I'm picking Bobby Lashley on this one.
I think that's a safe bet. I will say that I do think that Brock Lesnar wins.
And they do a title for title.
Yeah. Anyway, last question on what you think about for Elimination Chamber. Who will put someone through the glass first? What wrestler will put somebody through
God damn. Bobby Lashley will put Austin Theory through the glass first.
I think we're gonna get a shock. I think that Bobby Lashley is gonna put
Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar.
Alright. I just think Austin Theory needs to, it's like a hazing. He's the new kid, and
He might get ragged out for sure.
they're like, alright, new kid, here you go. First Elimination Chamber, which is also Brock Lesnar's first chamber. So he might get hazed too. So who knows?
Oh man, I hope nobody hits Brock Lesnar. He won't know how to defend him.
He won't.
Ask Braun Strowman.
Going back real quick though. Going back to, you just reminded me of this one. Going back to the interview with Pat McAfee. Did you see when Brock Lesnar? They asked Brock Lesnar, "Did you see Seth Rollins get attacked by a fan?" And he got up with the microphone. Yeah. He's like, "I dare someone to do that. I dare."
Yeah, he's like, "I fucking dare somebody." It was very funny.
Yeah, but anyway, Elimination Chamber this Saturday at 9 a.m. here where we live, East Coast at 12, right?
Yeah, we won't be live streaming, but we'll watch it on Saturday for sure.
Yeah. At some point.
Are they gonna have the replay available right away, or do we have to wait like 7 hours?
I think they'll have it right away. They usually have
I hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you want to call the episode?
The Peaceful Chamber.
Stupid.
What? It was. I put Peacemaker and the Elimination Chamber together.
I mean, I'll name it, but it's a stupid name.
All right, I got a better one. The Brothers of Destruction reunite.
Oh, awful. No.
Get it? Because you and your brother reunited.
So many words. Alright, well, I'll see you Saturday.
We'll be here Saturday.
What movie?
Comes out?
Well, you just said movies Saturday. What is movie?
I said we'll be here Saturday.
I was like,
but
movies?
There is a movie, Uncharted.
What? There's no movies.
It comes out with Mark Wahlberg. You can see Mark Wahlberg tell Tom Holland, say hi to your mother for me.
Fuck you. Steal my joke.
First of all, you stole it from Saturday Night Live, so don't. It's not your joke.
But I put it together first, and then you just repeat it because you knew that. Alright, man. I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go heal my broken foot.
Yeah, go cry like Economist.
I love when he had to come to grips with his diabetes. That might be the most heartbreaking minute of cinema in the world.
You were heartbroken?
It was heartbreaking. I didn't think anybody noticed until somebody incessantly made fun of it.
Even John Cena was heartbroken.
Yeah, fucking Diebeard, man. He's just so busy. He doesn't got time. He thought he was doing the right thing. He bought fucking L'Oreal because living paycheck to paycheck because living in fucking Spec Ops doesn't pay much.
Diebeard.
Diebeard. I love when Adebayo was doing something and John Cena was yelling at her and Vigilante was like, "You don't yell at my best friend. You don't yell at my fifth best friend. You either."
The fifth.
Hilarious. Anyway, alright, man. Talk to you later. Everybody enjoy. You didn't give your socials.
Oh, yes. People from Spotify, Apple Podcast, follow me everywhere at Mikey's Adventures YT, Mikey's Adventures YT, and on YouTube, you can follow me at Mikey's Adventures. That was quick, right?
That was perfect.
I didn't go overboard.
Bye, everybody.
All right, I'll see you guys on the next podcast. And we have ended the podcast. So yeah, we talked about some Elimination Chamber. I always mess up that damn word, my dialect. We talked about the Rams parade. And PeaceMaker Finale was tonight. Well, was earlier. Last night. At midnight. Today. Thursday. As the recording of this show today, Thursday. You might see this video tomorrow. So it'll be Friday where you're at. But anyway, PeaceMaker, go check it out if you haven't seen it. It is not for kids. So don't let your kids watch it. It's, I will say 18 and over. So yeah, go watch it. Great show. With that, I'm all done today. Jason's gone. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, you share this video, ring the notification bell. We'll keep you updated on new videos coming up. I know we haven't been bringing them up quickly, and I still gotta do my movie channel. What I called it last time. So I'll get started on that, where I do reaction videos and all that stuff. But I haven't set that up, so don't go looking for it right now because it's not out there in the world. So with that, thank you for watching today, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.